awesome audience. How are you guys doing today? This is Jeremy Thompson.
I'm Tony Street. You already know.
Jeremy Thompson here, Tony Street with Revolution Web Studios. We are very excited to be here with you guys. Today, we're just gonna flow. We're gonna talk about some things.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
The good, the bad, and the ugly of the creative process when it comes to building websites, working together with our whole team in the office, and just all kinds of stuff. Man, it feels kind of good outside.
Yeah, it is.
A little chilly.
This weather right now.
Well, on the chilly side, but okay. So
what I want to know is I know when we're off work, you're still busy and stuff, right?
Yeah. I'm so ADHD because it's a gift, not a disorder. That yeah, dude, I just can't stop until I pass out. You know,
I got you. So
sometimes.
So when you're planning and everything, walk me through your creative process. How does that work?
Yeah. Hey Dale. Hey Bobby. So glad that you guys are here today. Okay, so my creative process when it comes to websites. You know, it's gonna sound kind of funny, but it'll make sense to you.
Okay.
I listen to the clients as far as their goals and what they're trying to achieve and where they're trying to go,
right? And
what they're trying to do and accomplish. And I base my creative process on that. Hi Arlene, how you doing today? So yes, I see their goals, but you know, some clients say, oh, well, I want my website to look like this. I want these kind of images. I need this kind of functionality. And of course we want to put that kind of functionality in it. And yes, I listen to, you know, what it is that they want it to look like and things. But then I always come back from the standpoint of what does this business owner that we're going to be building a website for, what does their clients look like?
Right.
Who are their customers? Who are their clients? And I start my creative process based on what's going to get users excited, you know, about their products and services to promote. I start the promotion from that point of view, because you know, a lot of times people don't realize that your business website, and it's not built for the business owner, and it's not built for the company. It's built for everyone else who wants to engage with that business.
Right.
You know, who wants to buy the products and buy the services. So the website has to be, there has to be a little bit about the company, but it mostly has to be about, you know, the products and services and promoting those things.
So when you do it though, do you just get straight into the project, or you make you do a little flow chart? You journal it all, or how?
Well, you and I sit down and we talk about logo ideas. You know, based on what we think would look really good, very slick. The important part about logos is to not make them overly complicated.
Yeah. And
we both know that. We have a lot of experience. You know, I have 17 years of experience in it. You have 12 years, you know, 10 to 12 years, you know, working with graphics and art.
I consider it since childhood, bro. I consider that all experience.
Okay. Yeah, you know. Hey, Stephanie, how you doing today? I guess even crayon drawings, right?
Yeah, man. I've been a Picasso since birth.
Picasso since birth. I like that, Tony. Picasso, website slinger.
That's what it is.
So, sometimes I'll sketch some things out. One of the first things I do is I always create their menu items first.
Yeah.
You know,
I've seen your drawings on your wall in the office.
Yeah, I do. I draw on my wall. I draw on whiteboards. I'll draw on the bathroom mirror. All over our office, you'll see little drawings and stuff from me, just going through my thinking process. And there's so much freedom and creativity. I was listening to a guy on YouTube the other day that said, you know, it was either a guy or a girl. I think it was a guy. He said, when you first wake, well, I think I heard it from a female too, say this. When you first wake up in the morning, the minute you open your eyes is the most super high intense creative moment of your entire day.
I can vouch for that. I believe that.
Yeah, and that's when you're the most creative. And so at that point is right when you need to decide, how is this day going to
Well, that's when you're coming fresh off your dreams and everything. You ever had one of those crazy dreams you just had to write down?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I get a lot of those, man.
Yeah, man.
A lot of crazy dreams. So, yeah. So the creative process, I start drawing things out or writing things out. I start meditating and thinking about their business and what we need to do. Hey, Juan, what's going on, buddy? Hey, Jason, glad you're here, buddy. And we just talk about, you know, I just think through the process and think about, you know, not so much, I'm always thinking about the client, but my majority of the time I'm thinking about their customers. Who is it they're going after? And that's what I spend when I leave the web shop and go home. I'm still thinking about those things.
Right.
I still think about, you know, wow, I have this one client that is a custom home builder. You know, if we just helped them do this and this and this, which are new things that I introduced them to, you know, like do videos with the drone around a custom home that you built and put that on the website, you know. Do videos of your workers building the homes, you know, things of that nature work really well as, you know, along with that.
Yeah, I got you.
And so I'll even get home, okay, so the other night, I got a funny story to tell you.
Okay.
The other night, I got home, had dinner, then I went back into my man cave that I have, where I have my laptop and stuff set up, and I was thinking, you know, I have so many ideas right now, because we met with a few clients that day, and I was just like, had all these ideas just running through my head of all this stuff that we could do for these clients. And you know, and of course I understand that 30% of the time when you're dealing with the client, you're breaking their mindsets from how they normally think.
Right.
Business owners get set in a way that they're thinking, and a lot of times it's based on situations and circumstances that they go through when they're running their business. And
get them out of that habit.
so we have to get them out of that habit and get them to a point where they're open to new things, you know. And
Not always easy.
No, it's really rough sometimes, you know. Sometimes, you know, you really have to go to the carpet on it, you know. And, but then eventually they come around and they're, you know what, you're right. That label is more national than this other label that I was originally going to use.
Right.
And so anyway, so my creative process, you know, the other night I went home, ate dinner, and then I made a vodka tonic, went into to my man cave office, and I sat there and I just started journaling.
Yeah.
Journaling just is such a huge part of my creative process. You know, I journal about things that I feel in my heart. I journal about things that I'm thinking about, you know, clients' projects. And hey, Phil, how you doing today, buddy? Glad you're here. You know, and I just, that, you know, I draw charts, I draw stick figures, whatever, you know, and I have a pretty crazy imagination. So there's some things,
I'm sure I don't want to know everything that goes on up there.
Oh, no. Some people might be like, man, this guy needs to be in an insane asylum or something. But there's some ideas that I come up with that I'm just like, man, I would love to do this on, you know, when we're creating this website for this client, I would love to include, you know, this particular thing. And it's so outlandish and out crazy that I know we won't do it and the client won't go for it. But still, you know, you have to sometimes think about the extremes to be able to know where the start and finish is, to really hone it into what's going to be best for that client and for their business.
Right.
And so I had this vodka tonic and a little short glass, and I was sitting there making all these notes and stuff. Well, let me just tell you, that little vodka tonic went quick because I was so into my journal.
Yeah.
And I was so just coming up with these ideas, you know, for this aerial photography business and this award, a company that makes trophies and awards and stuff, and just scribbling all these ideas and some other ideas.
So one turned into two?
Yeah, and then so I went back.
Two turned into three?
Oh, yeah. So I went back, got another vodka tonic, and then came back, and then I started, you know, working on our project, you know, Win Customers Now.
Right.
And all the different things that we're going to do to help our clients or anybody, you know, just to help people, you know, who own businesses, period, be able to start doing things where they can win customers now.
Right, I got you, yeah.
You know, it's not about the big, giant, grand slam home runs. You know, it's like what Garrett J. White says. He says, you know, it's about the small, successful swings that you do. Well, nobody gets excited about the small, successful swings.
But those win games and get you to the World Series.
Exactly. They never do because they feel like you know, oh, that wasn't very exciting enough. No, but you know what is exciting? I've got all the bases loaded, and I'm getting ready to bat again, and I'm going to make another small, successful swing, and I'm going to put somebody else on the base, and I'm going to keep doing that to where all those little people, you know, all those people from third just keep coming into home.
Well, it's like boxing. Like, you know, because there's points and everything. Everybody wants to see two dudes go toe-to-toe in the middle of the ring, but when you see a smart fighter, like, a lot of people hate Mayweather, but I enjoy watching that man fight because he fights smart.
Yeah.
Like, granted, he fights defensively, but he fights smart. He fights for points. He gets his points. It's less interesting, but in the long term, he knows he's winning.
Well, exactly. It's like in sales, you know, you want to focus on the benefits, not just the features. And when you start talking about the benefits, you list out one benefit, and then you ask the customer, do you feel like that this is something that, or the prospect, do you feel like this is something that's going to benefit you? And they say, well, yes. And it's just a little yes, but when you get like 4 or 5 of those little yeses, that equals up to the big yes.
Yep.
You know, and
it's hard to walk away from something that seems so logically good.
Yeah.
You have to be a fool to walk away from it.
Exactly. So you want to, you know, get those little yeses, lay out those benefits to where in the end, you know, when you're talking to the prospect, they pretty much will feel like an idiot.
Right.
Or not very smart if they don't go with you. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So we're going to talk a little bit about that. You know, with Win Customers Now, which is the new thing that we're going to be launching, we're going to show you, you know, some different sales strategies, some marketing strategies, podcasting, blogging, online videos. You would be surprised. We will show you how we can take any business and build an amazing website. Hey, what's going on, Alec? Hey, Chad, what's up?
What's going on, man?
28th Original. That's an awesome t-shirt shop. I'm so glad we built that website. Those guys are becoming so super successful.
Didn't they do that shirt?
Yeah, they did these Revolution Web Studios t-shirts. They're awesome.
Appreciate the shirts, y'all. They're nice.
Yeah, it's very nice, comfortable, nice and nice. You know, they're nice and light. They're not heavy.
Yeah,
you know,
they breathe real well.
So I was writing in my journal, and I kept drinking the vodka tonics, and I kept, you know, coming up with stuff that we're going to do. You know, when we launch our new program, you know, Win Customers Now, we're going to do some webinars, and we're going to do some short little videos. You know, to really, you know, give people, you know, the stuff that they need. Yeah, this is stuff they don't teach in school. They don't teach in school, you know, how to market your business. They don't teach in school, unless you specifically go for it, you know, how to manage your finances. Robert Kiyosaki's book, Rich Dad